Raphael, welcome to the cave. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, no, thank you for inviting me.
So, listen to the viewers that tune into this interview. They can see you as Hugo on Acapulco season 2, premiering October 21st. I don't know why I'm saying August. It's already October. How does it feel to be part of a series like this?
I mean, I love the series in general, so it just feels amazing to be a part of this thing. I love the message. I love how it combines like the past and the present. So yeah, I love being on the show.
Before we jump more into the show, because I got some good questions for you. I was doing some research on you growing up in Montreal, right? Quebec.
Yeah.
What made you get into the acting world? What pushed you towards this?
Well, mainly I was born in Montreal, Canada, and then I moved to Vancouver when I was 1.
Okay.
And then ever since then, I grew up watching my 2 other siblings. I have an eldest sister and then an older brother, so I'm like the baby of the 3. And I just grew up watching them act because my sister started acting ever since she was 5, my brother ever since he was 4, and then when I was 4, I was like, oh, I watched them. I was like, I really want to get into this. They look like they're having so much fun, so let me get into this. And when I did, I've never looked back. It was so much fun to be on set, and yeah.
Wow. Are your parents in the entertainment industry also?
Well, actually, my dad was at a little bit, not anymore. But yeah, they mainly just kind of manage our careers.
Yeah. So you started off in doing commercials and everything. Well, how did you know you were going to go up higher? You wanted the next step of TV and film.
Well, mainly I was just doing commercials and stuff, but like I really saw them doing more TV shows and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
I also want to try that. So as soon as I got like my first role of Roland at the age of 5 on ABC's Once Upon a Time, I was like, I never wanted to look back. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Who are some of the people that you look up to in the industry that you kind of like try to watch their craft to make yours better?
Definitely Robert Downey Jr. I love him. He's on my wish list of actors I want to work with. Definitely Salma. I worked with her at one point. She's amazing, and I just really look up to her as a person and as an actress. So yeah.
That's awesome. What are you binging these days? What's your favorite show that you can't get away from?
I mean, well, let's say favorite TV shows of all time. Definitely one of them has to be Parks and Rec. I love that show. I could watch it a million times and still laugh. Malcolm in the Middle, another one that's great. Ted Lasso is one that I've watched recently. That is amazing. Acapulco.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely those. I've recently just watched The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix. That's a really good show too. So yeah, just been, definitely.
So you've done a little bit of everything, like drama, comedy, everything. But do you like a dream role you kind of hope you get your hands on one of these days?
Definitely Spider-Man. Ever since I was young, I've loved Spider-Man, so I've always wanted to play Spider-Man on big screen. So yeah, that's definitely a dream role of mine.
How about the voiceover Spider-Man with all those cartoons that they're coming out?
I mean, I that would also be a dream for me, just like amazing, a big dream for me. I mean, I've already been doing some voiceover. I was in Boss Baby. Now I can't say too much, but I'm doing a little Cartoon Network TV show. So yeah, I love voiceover. So definitely playing Spider-Man voiceover would be a dream.
Yeah. Are you a video game person? Would you ever want to do voiceover for video games?
Definitely. I mean, what I have behind me is a Legends of Zelda emblem. So yeah, I love video games. I love playing it and doing all the little sounds and so yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So Acapulco season 2 premiering October 21st. Fan of the show, like how do you let's talk about your role as Hugo first. Like, how were you approached for the series?
Well, I mean, he's like a lot like myself as well. But one thing that really I think that you're gonna see that he's like gonna grow through also through season 2 is that like he sort of started as a more naive kid. And then so season 1, he was kind of seeing the experiences Maximo went through, and that kind of made him realize. But also in season 2, you're really gonna see him expand his range, kind of see Maximo's life, and he's gonna really realize a little bit more about the world that he lives in.
Yeah, we see a journey, like how he's telling you a story about how he grew up and everything. So what do you think your character goes through for his journey? Also, like listening to the story, what do you think he's going through?
I think he's definitely I think he's definitely growing up with, Maximo, like through the experiences Maximo has, like through, the love, like sort of triangles that's happening. And then, kind of his experiences with his best friend and, like the money kind of problems. He's kind of growing up with Maximo, kind of learning about the little struggles that his uncle had to go through to get to where he is today, right? So it's really making him realize the worth of hard work.
What do you love about Hugo?
I think I just love the fact that he loves his uncle so much, but at the same time, he always picks up on his uncle's little tiny exaggerations on his story. I think I love that about Hugo, that although he's naive, like he knows his uncle, so he knows that like his little tips and tricks that he's gonna try and slip through the story. So that's what I love about Hugo.
Is there anything you would change about him if you could?
I mean, I not really off the top of my head. I think he's a great character in the sense that like he's really just growing through like the past, and I think that's like perfect. And like he was kind of sort of like oblivious to all of these kinds of things. He didn't really know where his uncle came from, and I think I love that thing, that like part of his character, because he's kind of growing through the experiences that his uncle saying.
So throughout season 1, we see you mostly with your uncle because he's telling you the story and everything. But if there was a different character that you could have more scenes with, who would it be and why?
I think definitely. I mean, this would have to like make it work, but definitely Memo would be such a cool character, I think, to like really go with, just because I think that he is so awesome. He's really principled and he's kind and he's sweet. So I think that would be a really awesome character I could do. I mean, I know he's in the past, but like something right. Yeah.
See, but Eugenio plays your uncle. How do you describe now that relationship between you two?
I mean, Offset, he's basically kind of like my uncle. He's a super awesome. We joke around all the time. We like at one point we were just waiting around playing some ping pong, so it's just crazy. He's amazing, and he's really grown into like a guy that I really look up to.
What are you hoping for when the viewers come back to see season 2? What are you hoping to get out of this season?
I really hope that they really see, because in this new season, we're kind of going to dive into these characters a little bit more than we did in season 1. So I definitely think that what I want them to take out of it is definitely the principles of family, the principles of like always knowing who you are, always loving yourself. And, just always like this sort of complicated thing about what love really means. And I really want the audience kind of to take out of their like, always love yourself, and always like there's different ways of loving people.
What do you we said October 21st now, like has it been any word yet about a season 3? Has the writers try to write something for season 3? Have you heard anything?
I mean, I can't really say anything towards that. All I can say is that definitely I think everybody would love a season 3. I think Acapulco was amazing. Season 2 is awesome. So definitely, I can't say anything, but season 3
now, is Apple dropping all the episodes at once, or are they going to do it weekly again?
I think they're going to do the weekly. Yeah, I think they're going to release it's either 2 or 3 episodes. I think it's 3 episodes, and then weekly.
Yeah. How many episodes did you film? 10 again?
10. Yeah.
10. All right. So now what's next for you? What are you allowed to tell us about that you got coming up next so the viewers, listeners can look you up?
I mean, last summer I actually did a comedy movie called Incoming. It was produced by Spyglass and by Artist Road, and also was directed by the Chernin brothers, John and Dave. And it's like the most hilarious thing I've ever read and ever done, and it's just amazing. And honestly, I just can't wait for you guys to see it, because it's such a relatable and like it's a like kind of coming of age story. So just like be on the lookout for that, and definitely also in the voiceover kind of department. Like I said, like I was doing a little bit of Cartoon Network, so yeah.
That's awesome. Raphael, to end this, how can the listeners and the viewers find you now on social media?
They can find me by my Instagram tag at Raphael Alejandro 22. And I think my Twitter is also Raphael Alejandro 22. So yeah.
Raphael, this was great. I thank you for giving me a few minutes today. This was a fun chat.
Yeah, it was super fun. Thank you so much.